How are you guys doing? And over the weekend, as many people have always been doing, it was our very first, as you'll see, Battle of Dawn on our 393 account. This is where we got to play against our fellow Alliance members in our own empire in 393. But it was the first kind of time we got to try out our marches here. As you can see, our Sun Tzu Attila kind of set up until we have Lubu on the account. And one thing that you will notice if you pay attention right here, and you will laugh at it, but it doesn't make too much of a difference on the outcome, is the Cleopatra. She does have double attack on, but I did forget to switch her to crushing impact. So she is down one skill, so she is just basically mesmerizing you as much as possible to give our Sun Tzu as many stats as possible. So this is basically what we're going to go through in today's video, see how crazy it kind of goes, and give you guys a little bit of a glimpse, since you have been asking for a little bit of Sun Tzu gameplay to see what it's capable of already on the account. So smash the like, comment, and subscribe. Let's dive into today's video. So we are, like I said, going against our fellow Alliance members in 393 in the War Supremes. This is, as you can see, in our again empire. It was really cool to see these guys, but I am going to be playing, as you'll notice, the Zealot class, and I will be honest, playing the Zealot class, if you are overpowered, basically, if you want to say it, compared to what you expect to be fighting against, this is kind of a class for you, because if you are able to trade multiple enemies, you're going to be healing, and hopefully keeping out there longer, right? So it's a really good class, as you can see just in the top screen there, which is a little bit of animation. And obviously we've already gone through what we're running, and we do have on both of these T7 units, if you guys are wondering, and we have Persian Immortals and the Camels for our Attila march at the moment. And the reason why, if you are wondering why I am running Attila at the moment, is simply because his commander skill does force every single commander in that list, basically in that formation, to go into a double attack state. And it's just better than using my Guan Yu, because you might not know, but my Guan Yu has level 1 skills. I just do not invest into him, because season 2 I'm going to be using Lubu with Attila and Rani as my cavalry setup here, right? So here we go, we've got our kind of marches going into the gameplay. And again, if you guys haven't really played Battle of Dawn before, all you gotta know is in the center here is going to be some relics that will spawn over time, as you'll see, and you're going to be trying to fight to control the center, as well as to get that relic and take it to one of the zones at the very top of the map. So as you'll notice, there's kind of like a sundial there, or the sun, moon, lightning. There is the wind, the ice temple, I think the moon temple as well, right? So you've got all these different basically elements, and each one gives you buffs on the open field, while being the location you need to send it to your relic. Because you'll notice in this, there is some newcomers, some very first timers, and I'll be honest, not many people have done this nowadays, but I can imagine a lot of new players have made these same mistakes when they come into tuition. So let's just skip forward. There's the alliance that we're going to go against. It's going to be a bloodbath. Hopefully you guys are ready, and boom, let's get in. So we go straight into the center. As you're going to notice, I've got my Attila out there. My Attila's not a crazy lineup at the moment. It's just there to basically take a brunt of the hits, so then my Sun Tzu, as you notice, comes in later on and starts to clean up. And as you'll notice, this is gonna be an absolute bloodbath, because there is one formation on screen, if you have noticed him, a King Arthur, and that is obviously our blessed KT's old account, which is obviously Coke now, and going absolutely crazy. And don't get me wrong, I'm gonna go absolutely crazy in this Battle of Dawn, but just wait until you see the final eliminations for this, because it is absolutely crazy here. So all I am doing, if you are wondering, as a player, as I'm trying to like play with my Sun Tzu, you always do want to try and prioritize your main targets first, right? So as a swordsman player, that's your pikes. So always kill the pikes first, so at least if you do have any cavalry players in your open field, they should be safe. Then, once you've killed those, it's probably time to kill the enemy cavalry, and then if there's anything left, you want to try and go on it. If you can avoid, obviously, archers, you do want to avoid them, because some of them might catch you off guard and absolutely obliterate you in damage, because some people are running Mulans at 3 or 5 stars with Attilas, as well as the Rani setups in the early game, which is a deadly combo. It is really a deadly combo for the archers, and you can see it dish a decent amount of damage. So you always want to try and focus down your unit counters, and you can see here my Sun Tzu basically just survived way longer compared to the Attila, but the Attila did have the 5-man swarm on it in the initial push, while my Sun Tzu has just been able to kind of go through and do what it's doing now. And now it's kind of eating season, right? So you can see I'm ranked 2 on the leaderboard, which is great. It's kind of what I want to be, because I expect Coke to be number 1. And all I'm going to be focusing with my Attila is 3 kills. So 3 kills is obviously archers. Anyone that's playing swordsman, that is actually like 50% or lower. It's really quick to melt them. Even Hannibal marches. I know people like investing into Hannibal, but the issue is he's only going to steal your stats, but he isn't going to steal, as you'll notice, your critical damage, and that's what absolutely blows through even Hannibal players. So you don't really need to be scared of too many players in the early game, especially if you're running a leveled up Guan Yu as well instead of this in your kind of early game cavalry for your account. So here we go, we're going for the Relic, and this is what we were talking about earlier on. A little newbie mistake here, but it just showcases, look, there's always new players coming into the game. And if you do take control of the Relic here, just like this guy does, you don't need to take it back to spawn. And you will notice he gets a little bit confused about this, but it makes me go into a super fun mode, because now it's time to protect the Relic, protect the president for me. And I am using this to my full advantage. I'm targeting the cavalry, I'm killing the archers with the Attila, and then anything else is again getting cleaned up by my Sun Tzu. So we do, as you can see, an amazing job here going through, hitting him down, killing all of these units, trying to hit the president, and look how far we got our president away. And this is the issue. If our president turned right or left here, it'd actually be fine, because those bushes literally right there can take you to one of the different zones on the map. It really can. However, he decides to take it all the way back to spawn, which is just hilarious. And the thing is, he didn't realize what to do, as you can imagine. And he even decides to drop the Relic, knows people are coming, and then he's going to pick up the Relic too. So you can tell he's trying to figure out how to deliver the payload, but he hasn't clearly watched any Battle of Dawn content before, and this might be just literally his first time playing it at all. So this is where I, as kind of like the executive person here, kind of type it in chat so he kind of understands what to do, right? So take the Relic to the blue spots on the map, not to spawn, and you've got to give him a second, because obviously we've just typed it out. He's probably wondering what's going on. And then he's going to read it, and you'll see him probably reply as well, saying, yep, okay, he gets it, and basically takes it to the right location. And the thing is, there's nothing for him to be scared of here as well, because we're right next to our spawn, which is kind of cool, because by our spawn, if it gets dropped, and you get killed, look, you got the shortest walk time to get back into the fights, right? So it's actually quite easy to defend. As you can see, my Attila's doing a really good job here, trying to just defend and slow down this swordsman play here. And we look at the point rankings for the first time, and look how insane it is for Coke there. 38 eliminations already, 114k. Myself with 6 eliminations, but 26.9k. It's just one of those ones where that number is going to get even bigger, so keep an eye on it. And if you've already commented, or maybe put a comment right now what you reckon his ending's gonna be if you've not seen it or heard about this yet. But our boy does drop the thing. It's a little bit sad, but don't worry, we're gonna come out with our Sun Tzu because we're right near spawn, and you can see now this here, by the way, I just want to say is a masterclass on relic movement. So what we're doing here is, you can see my Attila legitimately, you can zoom in, has no HP. Look at this, he has legitimately one attack and he's dropping. He's dead and he's dropping the relic. It's not even kidding, right? So what I'm trying to do here is micromanage both marches. I need to control the Attila to make sure he can get to this new area just around the mountain here, while using my Sun Tzu to defend him, and at the same time pay attention to what's really important here for PvP, the red arrows. And what you'll notice here as this quick masterclass of just relic movement, right? We use our Sun Tzu, clear up the back. We see someone coming up the front, we instantly pull away. Look at that, we actually instantly pull away. We've got time, 1:12, just to get to that rectangle, and we're good. So we just walk away. We are cavalry. We have the most movement speed in the game. And then, as you saw, my Sun Tzu already targeting on the marchers, protecting our Attila again, not allowing anyone to touch him, and even, as you can see here, taking these long angles to purposely just delay them from attacking me by maybe 1 or 2 seconds. I'm going straight back on here, and just doing this, as you can see, we was able to successfully, with literally like 1 HP, bring the payload to the solar temple. And using the Sun Tzu here, we're going to be able to obviously capture the temple with the relic online and have it ready to kind of go. We've got it ready to capture, and a lot of people right here would be quite happy. You might, you might put your guards down, but don't put your guards down, because I'm just going to rewind it just a tiny bit here, and I need you to pay attention right now to the map, because at right this second, as we're coming into the solar temple, if you look on the map, the flame temple is white, meaning it's about to get taken, which it does. So if we keep an eye on it, you'll see it go from white and it's going to go to red, and you need to be looking at that. There we go, in the game, because as soon as that goes red, alarm bells should be going off for you, because even though we need to occupy this area, we could get players coming, as you can see now, on this right side. They could appear at any second and come around this corner to try and contest it with cavalry to buy time for the reinforcements to come up. Luckily, they don't get there in time, right? They don't do it, they don't make the rotation, but you do need to pay attention to that. So it's a really good like tip and trick there to pay attention to. So now we are going back into, if you've guessed it, the middle phase, where we're going to try and go back to the center of the map, where the relic's going to respawn. And I purposely suicided the Attila just so we can get him full HP and brought into the fight as well. And you can see myself and Cork here working as an honest, solid frontline unit for our alliance, while other players that might be just lower power than us helping get those quick kills and finish up targets. So we, as you can see, as a squad, as a group, as a team, can work together and get to that center quicker. And that's what it's all about in Battle of Dawn. And look at how dominant this is. 1:26 until the relic spawns. We're going to be fighting in there for that amount of time. And now let's get into what's going to happen, right? Because we're at already 62 kills for Coke, with myself only on 7 kills, but obviously going up to 37,000 score at the moment. And the next relic is here. 15 seconds on the clock. We've got our Sun Tzu coming in 5 seconds. Our Attila basically in the center, taking advantage of all the Mulan players out there. If you're a Mulan or basically an archer, that's a Josephine, which you can see at the very bottom there. you're gonna get targeted. You're gonna get targeted and eaten instantly in here. And I do want to shout out the alliance here in 394 that we went against, because they did immediately, one of their members immediately commented on one of my videos. So shout out to you, because I saw your comment within probably 30 seconds of this finishing, and it made me absolutely laugh. It honestly made my day. So it was a really cool Battle of Dawn experience here. So now we've got our boys, the actual Mulan, on target, right? So NTZ is moving this to one of the temples, which is fine. So again, being up to me here to try and take out as many of the guys trying to go towards our Mulan. She is going to drop it, as you can probably guess it. Being an archer, they can take quite a lot of damage quite easily. However, she does deal a nice little bit of exit damage for us. But what we're going to be using is that Sun Tzu. And watch this Sun Tzu here just go absolutely to town. Honestly, absolutely to town. I target Miyamoto's. We focus attacking them. We target every single march. We focus attacking them. You can look at the top right corner. We're getting targeted by 3 different marches right now and tanking it all while doing all of this damage to them too. As you can see, it is making so much work, and it's going to allow our other march at the top corner to get into play here. So really good little rotation of those marches. It would be good if both of them was on full HP, but just from that massive fight there, it allowed our squad in the NTZ alliance to come up, and look at that. They have defended. There's all blue there in the writing. Love to see it. And we just basically, as you guessed it, just worked as a team now to get this to the end, which basically was the end, because Cook did get access to the Relic, and I must admit, this must feel insane, because he has the Relic on him on his King Arthur, and every single person was targeting him. It was absolutely insane to watch this, honestly. I can imagine everyone on both sides probably had a lot of fun when it came into this, right? But here we go. We've got our marchers. They pick up the Relic, which is crazy. I accidentally zoom out instead of pressing focus attack, as you guess. Little rookie error as it is. But here we go. We want to pick it up. I want to try and pick it up for my alliance for the first time. Can I do this? Will it give me the Relic? No, the Josephine gets it. See, as you know, we focus attack with our marchers, and just within a couple of seconds, boom, she got deleted. And Saranara 394, whoever you were, you was on screen for that one frame, and you disappeared. So that was pretty much it. I'm not gonna lie, the Battle of Dawn afterwards, as you guessed it, because we captured that Relic, was too one-sided. Obviously 394 cannot come back from this, and it was a super fun 7 minutes. Honestly, we're gonna just kind of fast forward it just so you guys can see some of the crazy action that was happening in the center here, and my Sun Tzu in the thick of it, as you would say. And this is where I actually do grab the Relic for the first time. And this is where you're going to see some absolute nasty. Again, just kind of moving it towards one of the zones, going towards probably the tornado for myself. But I know wherever we go, we're going to capture it. We're very confident on how this is going. So I'm trying to pull it out of the center. I'm trying to pull my main cavalry march to come and support me, as you've guessed it here. And then as we re-pick this up, I'm going to go towards the bush, right? We're going to start going towards the bush, towards my team, towards my side of the map, where we're going to be able to definitely deliver the payload. And just look at this again, man. Just capturing 2 times in a row and starting to try and moving it over there. But I am getting 8-man swarmed, and I were putting up a massive fight there with that Sun Tzu. But it wasn't enough, man. There was a lot of archers in that 8-man target that absolutely mincemeated me with the fellow cavalry and swordsmen to help finish and back them up, man. So really good teamwork on them. It's really good teamwork to see. And like I said, there was a bunch of carnage, a bunch of just bloodbath here. But we do, as I said, move it towards the tornado, which basically gives us such an insane point lead. And it just becomes, for the last 3 minutes, obviously, a little bit of fun out there. So what do you guys reckon at the moment for the Sun Tzu? Are you looking forward to seeing it more in these future Mightiest Empire events? Are you looking forward to when we get our Charlemagne to obviously 3-star and 5-star in season 3? And are you looking forward to when we get our Lubu unlocked on our account? Because that's going to be a massive milestone as well for us in season 2, and it's going to make us obviously another big player in rallies, having 2 different formations we can run in 2 competitive rallies, which is what you kind of need, I think, in this game right now. So 2 minutes remaining in the clock. Big GG to the guys out there. We come to the end, and you can see with 1 minute to go, our cook is on 146 eliminations, and myself on 21 eliminations, which was actually a pretty nice count to see for the first going on here. And just remember, maybe if I had crushing impact, I might have got some more kills and actually just absolutely blowed out people more. But this is with just a Cleo with Sun Tzu, 5-starred on Sun Tzu, 5-star Theodora, and just literally a 1-star Cleopatra coming at you. And that was the formation, as you guys could see. So it was a really good showcase of it. I was looking forward to seeing this in the future. So big GG to the guys. And with that, you can see the finale there. And if you just kind of pull it back, you can see the total eliminations for Cook, aka Octane, 152 eliminations with 376,000 points. It was absolutely mental to see. With big shout out to 7-0 there with the longest occupation as well. So going in the defensive side, trying to fight on the sides for our team. And you can see my finish score was actually over 78,000 in there, which is really good. I actually performed pretty darn well. As you can see, without Cook, I would have been the #1 in the team, which is really good to see. I think many of you guys wanted to see that on the account, and hey, it's paying off, and we're gonna get stronger and stronger on this account. So big GG, big shout out to 394 who we fought against in the Supreme Nights. All you guys were absolute poggers, and the guys that already reached out in the comment sections, you guys are amazing. But that is today's video, so let me know what you think about it, what you can't wait to see in the future, and maybe give some ideas for signet rings that you'd like to see on this account that we are going to be getting, including one and only Skyward Knight. But if you've got some suggestions, we are open to them. But until the next video, stay safe, stay sneaky. Peace out.